Amy, let me tell you about a magical place that is so exactly designed to be enclosed space, year-round fun for the whole family that I bet you already know what I'm going to say before I even say the name. Let's say it together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Great Wolf Lodge. You got it, Amy.
My kids loved Great Wolf Lodge when we went. You probably already know that it has a huge indoor water park with a wave pool, lazy river, a bunch of massive water slides. But then your pack can hit the other attractions because, wait, there's more.
Great Wolf Lodge has adventure-packed attractions like Magi Quest, a live-action game kids can play throughout the lodge, plus the Northern Lights Arcade. Spent some quality time there, so your kid who loves the lazy river and your kid who loves fantasy games will both have a great time.
Great Wolf Lodge also offers great dining options and complimentary daily events like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. Unpack the car once and you're settled in to have fun. And with 22 lodges across the country, you're always a short drive away from adventure.
We've both had such great times at Great Wolf Lodge, so bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Learn more at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack. Check Pope Greg's Instagram.
What fresh hell?
Laughing in the face of motherhood.
It's a construct, man.
With Margaret Abels
and Amy Wilson.
Just getting my snake on.
A podcast that solves today's parenting dilemmas
so you don't have to.
You must have really liked Duran Duran.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to What Fresh Hell? Laughing in the Face of Motherhood. This is Margaret.
And this is Amy. Today, we're talking about how February is the new January. I'm calling it.
I don't even know what this means, but I laughed really hard when you said it. I was like, I don't know what it means, but I'm laughing already, so I'm in. Fusilli, you crazy bastard, I'm in.
Right. This was made up by me due to recent Januarial events making me feel bad about myself that I wasn't immediately hitting the ground running and somehow felt like I was swimming through molasses and mostly catching up on December during January. And then I decided that February is a new January, so it's fine.
I like it. You know my touchstone, and it's right here now. And I've entered my phase, and I've already said it twice. We make no major life decisions in February. February messes with your mind. Never make a major life decision in February because you're crazy.
It might be the case if February isn't the best January. Like it might be March is the new January, but we're here. It's February because I kind of agree with that. You're going to see lots of people agree with us. History agrees with us.
Love this.
That January is a terrible time to start something new. So I'm going to begin by quoting Annie Scott. I don't know her. Her Substack is called Annie Scott's Wankery Watch.
Oh.
We'll link to it in the show notes. It's very funny. So she takes this would be a fun podcast, actually. She talks about wellness, productivity, and cultural nonsense. And she takes a topic and she decides what level of wankery it is. So I suppose she's probably British, what level of BS it is. So the most recent one I saw was like, your nervous system is dysregulated. Like, is that a thing? Is that a thing that a woman in linen pants can fix for you on Instagram?
I like it.
And she goes through it. Now, to be clear, that can be a medical condition in which you are having problems with your nervous system. It's true. But the average person who, has too much on her plate, it's not really your nervous system. It's not really a linen pants on Instagram problem. So she called that an 8.5 level of wankery. So I'm here for this woman.
I'm here as well.
Maybe we should have her on the show. Anyway, so she inspired me when she wrote on Substack, I'm quoting her here, Psst, January is not a new year. It's a sales campaign. It's dark. Nothing is growing. You are a mammal. Trying to reinvent your entire life this month is unhinged behavior invented by productivity bros and people who sell planners. Keep hibernating. We'll talk in March.
I was talking to my sister, also not having a banger of a new year so far. And she was saying that she's been revisiting Wintering by Catherine May, a book that changed the game for me.
Mm-hmm.
We had her on the podcast. We'll link to it. I bought, no kidding, 12 copies, I think, of her book. And I gave them out as, holiday presents that year. And her whole thesis is that life points towards winter, that like every mammal gathers all year to prepare for the stillness of winter.
Yeah.
Winter is the time to like just go to slow blinking light mode on the computer, as you say. This idea that January is like balloons and here we go and it's time. It's not time.
Yeah. And in that book, wintering, it can be both literal and metaphorical. Like she says in a gentler way what Annie Scott is saying in a more snarky way, that it's dark outside and you're an animal and you're supposed to be burrowed under blankets on your couch. Like that's the wintering that we spend a lot of time fighting against instead of accepting. But then for Catherine May, she also gets into metaphorical, like maybe you're in a season of grief and the people around you are not, but you're wintering. You're wintering and other people are not.
You can winter outside of winter time.
Yeah, yeah. And the time one can spend in these situations feeling bad about yourself that you are sleepy and don't have a lot of energy or need to withdraw, that this is a natural state of things and squirrels get it. And why don't we?
Yeah, it's interesting. I was sick. Spent a whole day in bed sick, spent a second day in bed sick. I hate being sick. That downtime starts to stress me out after 2 days. I said to my husband kind of tearily one night, I'm like, do you think I'm always in bed? Like, I don't want the kids to think I just always lay around in bed. And he kind of turned his head like, no, that's not true. Like, you're just in bed now because you're sick and have a cold and it's winter. Like, you are doing exactly the right thing. You are cozying down early at night.
Yeah. And I do think when you're a parent, a mother, default head of household kind of person, the default parent, I meant to say, that you do feel guilty about this, because it's one thing if you're having a little rest and relaxation and you'll get to your healthcare claims next week. That's one thing. And I even have a hard time with that. But when you are, I just can't seem to get out of park and I have 3 kids that all need this and this and this, and I'm letting other people down with every moment that I sleep in, right? It's an extra burden.
Absolutely. It's the second arrow that you talk about, right?
Yeah.
I'm already like, it's dark and cold. But then when I try to comfort myself, I have this guilt that why would I be sitting here under a blanket when there's so much to do?
So this blew my mind. There's a whole other part of this. It isn't just like, haha, we're all mammals, it's fine. It's actually true. Annie Scott brought this to my attention in this same Substack post, that for most of history, the year did not start in January. The actual start of the year throughout human history was March.
That makes so much more sense, of course, because like a new year should be spring when everything's new.
A new year is, when there starts to be more light, when there starts to be more energy, when things start to grow, right? When the world starts to wake up in March, that's when the year usually started. And then she said you can see it in the month names because September has sept in it, which means 7, and October has autumn, which is 8. And I was like, what? Right? How did I get to be this old? Never noticed that.
My mind.
This blew my mind when I read this, that September was 7 and October is 8. So I had to do this counting like, oh my gosh, that's right. So I went down a rabbit hole. This is actually true. We have history behind us. So Erin Blakemore wrote an article for National Geographic that sort of goes through the history of the calendar. She says that first calendar, I don't know if it was the first calendar that has relation to what we use today. Let's put it that way. It was the Roman calendar. It had 10 months. It didn't even have winter months. It existed for agriculture. So it started with there being enough light to be outside and do something and maybe plant something. And it ended with the end of the harvest season. And then there was just about 80 days of unmarked time. Yeah.
You'd be like off the calendar.
There is no calendar. Yeah.
I remember we were on a road trip once, and it was years ago when the navigation maps were just starting, and we made a turn and we were off the map. Like there was no more map for where we were. And I was like, there's no more map. We were in winter. Yes.
Yes. Undiscovered country. And it was so clear to them that this is a time that we're all going to go hide and sleep until it's light outside again, that you didn't even give it a name. It just was, see you the next time something starts. This is just this weird in-between period that's not even worth considering and writing down. So you had about 2 months off, but months were confusing. They were sometimes longer. So 7th century BC, they decided, okay, we got to give these months a name. We can't just be, it's like Google Maps. Like, okay, we have to figure out what's there. We can't just say there's nothing there. So 7th century BC, the Romans decided to add those months in, and they named the month of January after Janus, who is the god of time, transitions, and beginnings. So some dudes decided that that would be the beginning of the year. And then around the days of Julius Caesar, which is like 50 BC, that was when they decided that some new dudes would start to take office, like Roman counselors or whatever would take office on January 1st. They started really pressing, like, this is the new year. This is the turn to a new page, so to speak.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting? And then it was still super inconsistent because it would start to be like the calendar didn't match the weather outside. And so it would start to drift because they didn't really know how to measure it. So all of a sudden, like March was cold or October was hot. So it was Pope Gregory the 13th in the 1580s.
Come on, Pope Greg.
That figured out that we need to match this up exactly to how long
that's
it
right.
took.
The Gregorian calendar.
The Gregorian calendar stuck and realized the calendar should be like 365.63 days or whatever it is to mark the Earth going around the sun, the Gregorian calendar. And it stuck. So it was really then that people started to kind of center in on this, because even when I was saying the calendar was inconsistent, I was reading that it was mostly like priests and monks who even like knew what a calendar was. I mean, if you were tilling a field somewhere, you didn't know that it was like February 18th.
You were just like, sum it up, go work, sundown, go bed.
Right. You might not even know there was such a thing as a calendar. So 1580s, they went wide with Janus, the god of new beginnings. And it was
calendar drops.
It was the man.
1582. Check Pope Greg's Instagram.
Yeah. He was the first productivity bro.
Wow. Good job, Pope Greg.
And so they put this on us. So we have been living a lie since the 1580s that January is actually the start of anything. It's all made up.
Now, what about people who live in like Australia? I mean, the calendar is by Europeans, right? Like, I guess the climate is different in the same way, right? In the other hemisphere, like the sun moves the same way. So it's like the calendar is the same, but flipped in other places.
Right. Like I think I was watching Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, and they talked about a December wedding. And I thought they were making a joke, but no, because in Australia, that is a summer wedding.
That's a spring wedding or a summer wedding. Yeah.
I did not get any Australian research on here, but it's certainly even for people where it's nice in January, the idea that like, this is it. This is where we start.
Is this day one?
Is this day one that it should really be spring? But there are people who think of this very differently in the world. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the lunar calendar and when that New Year is. Hellions, it's time for some spring cleaning, and I don't just mean the coat closets. Doing your financial spring cleaning can actually be super easy when you let Monarch do your financial spring cleaning for you. One dashboard that gets your entire financial life organized. No more clutter, no more mess, no more logins scattered everywhere, just accounts, investments, property, and more, all in one place. Get your first year of Monarch for half off, just $50 with promo code FRESH. Monarch allows you to look not only at what you've already spent, but also to plan for the future. With Monarch, you can set savings goals, plan for big purchases, and notice spending trends before they become a problem. I can generate cash flow reports that show me what we spent this quarter, this month, what we're probably going to spend next month, and feel prepared, organized, and knowing how to plan for the future. No more surprises and a lot more clarity. Try Monarch. Use code FRESH at monarch.com to get your first year half off at just $50. That's 50% off your first year at monarch.com with code FRESH.
Amy, when I'm having a good hair day, it usually makes my whole day better. And that's why on every day, I'm taking Nutrafol.
Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand. And it's the #1 hair growth supplement brand personally used by dermatologists. Nutrafol's hair growth supplements are peer-reviewed, NSF certified for sport, and clinically tested.
Nutrafol offers multiple formulas for men and women, tailored to different life stages and lifestyle factors, so you get support that's actually right for you. Adding Nutrafol to your daily routine is easy. Order online, no prescription needed, with automated deliveries and free shipping to keep you on track.
Let your hair be one less thing to worry about. See visibly thicker, stronger, faster-growing hair in 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol.
For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you visit Nutrafol.com and enter promo code LAUGHING.
That's Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LAUGHING.
You know that thing where you get an amazing pair of shoes at a really great price and want to tell everyone about it? Yeah, so do we. Here at Designer Shoe Warehouse, we'll give you something to brag about, like the latest styles from brands you love, or the trends everyone's obsessing over, or shoes that make you feel like, well, you. So go ahead, show off a little. Find shoes that get you at prices that get your budget. Head to your DSW store or DSW.com today. DSW, let us surprise you.
Okay, so you were saying before, like January, why is January, it's only cold and dark in our part of the world, and we do have a tendency to be kind of centrist and centering our own experience in the way we think things should go, and the weird, what is it, white European industrial, weird is like an acronym that stands for something. We think the way we do things is the way to do things. Anyway, the Chinese have a lunisolar calendar, which means they take both the moon and the sun's movements into their calculations and always have. So we all know about Lunar New Year. At least my kids' schools celebrate it. We talk about it way more than I never even thought about it growing up. The Chinese New Year, which always it moves around a lot, it's celebrated on the second new moon after the winter solstice. So the winter solstice is the shortest day, which is around December 21st.
Which is when we basically celebrate the change of the calendar, the darkest day.
Yeah, or I guess I would say, we celebrate it like closer to the first new moon.
Yes, that's right. First moon after the shortest day,
right.
Yes.
So the Chinese celebrate the New Year on the second new moon after, which, I mean, is reasonable, right? It's giving us all some reasonable time to prepare and rest after the shortest day. So this year, the Lunar New Year for 2026 falls on February 17th, which is actually really pretty late. About the latest it can be is February 20th. And this year, Lunar New Year, celebrated by most Asian cultures, is actually February 17th. And I looked into what year is ending and what year we're going into, which I think is useful.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm a rat. I was born in the year of the rat.
You were born in the year of the rat. I think I was born in the year. Mom, I don't know what I was. I didn't even look that up. But it's the year of, right, the year that you're born in Chinese culture. Whereas we have a zodiac. Well, I was born in August, so I'm a Virgo. In Chinese tradition, the year that you're born shapes your personality, the year of the rabbit, the year. But also, and this is something I didn't totally look into, but also like we're all affected by it. We're all shaped by being alive during the year of the rat. But the person who's born during the year of the rat, is really shaped.
Gets extra ratty?
Yeah. Or the people who are years of the rat or born in the year of the rat and then the year of the rat comes around again are going to have an intense year that year for good or bad.
Got it.
But we're all affected by it. So this year, the year that's ending, that we're in right now, that is ending on February 16th, is the year of the snake.
The union of the snake is on the rise. Just a little Duran Duran for you.
Old Deluxe alert. Back in my day.
To say the very least.
That was a lesser...
That's a B-side. That's a Duran Duran B-side. That's how deep it goes with me, guys.
Guess what's also an Old Deluxe alert? B-side.
B-side, right.
You used to get a record. You'd get a small record called a 45.
They were singles. So like now you can buy one song. I mean, you don't buy songs anymore, but you used to be able to buy one song. You would buy a 45.
You'd buy like a physical small record and I don't know, Rio. Her name is Rio would be on it.
Exactly.
And on the flip side, the B-side would be Union of the Snake. They'd always sneak some like pretty bad song on the B-side. Because if it was a good enough song, it would be its own A-side. So, yeah.
Good times.
So you must have really liked Duran Duran. The Year of the Snake is... You're going to feel still better about your cocooning when you hear this, is about deliberate internal progress. This whole past year for all of us has been a period of reflection and recalibration.
Okay.
It's about internal growth. It's about intuition. And the snake in the Chinese zodiac is seen as an extremely intelligent animal, not like a dangerous one or a scary one or whatever, just like an intelligent one that's coiled and gathered and waiting. So hats off to you for all that gathering and waiting that you've been doing.
Yeah. I'm just snaking it up over here. Just getting my snake on.
Doesn't that explain so much? But you're about to shed your skin and move into the year of the horse.
Oh, how is that going to go?
The year of the horse is commonly associated with energy and action. You expect a faster pace. Horses don't sit still for long. This is a great year to take initiative. It's a year of fearlessness and independence. You like being on your own. You like running off in a field. You like going for it and doing things. And you're going to have lots of confidence. You're going to have lots of social connections and being seen or heard.
Okay. That was like a lot of work, frankly, but I might just, is it okay to stay snaky in the year of the horse? I might just want to just keep coiling.
I'm telling you, it's magically going to change. It's like our 1,000th review.
I can't affect it.
As soon as you hit February 17th, you're going to be like, bam!
Time to charge around.
You're going to gallop off in a certain direction.
Hard to picture right now. I'm pretty coiled up. I'm like, I'm loving the coil, guys. I don't think I need the horse.
So if you were born in a horse year, I'm just going to shout out these years. If you were born in 1978, 1990, 1966, we probably have a few 1966 people listening. This is a particularly defining year for you.
So only the horses start charging, or we all do, but the horses more so?
It's kind of like I am not a Chinese zodiac expert or a Western horoscope expert, but you know how it's like when the second moon is in Virgo, you're going to feel more focused on getting things done the right way. But if you're a Virgo, you're really going to feel that. So it's something that affects all of us, but is like deeply felt by the people who were part of this line to begin with.
Who are the in crowd?
Yeah, the in crowd, right. Some people really get it.
I was born in the year of the pig, the metal pig.
Oh, that's okay, because I was born in the year of the rat. Yeah. Who's the year of the pig?
Well, let me see. What is the personality of a 1971 pig? Is that what I should look up? Yikes. Okay, here we go. They are broad-minded, friendly, brave, and kind.
Show me the lie.
They have their own ideas, do not change their thoughts and interests affected by others. They are very helpful and usually can take good care of friends, but they are a little lazy and not positive enough. I feel personally attacked.
Well, there you go. That's
Wait a minute. Now I have, wait a minute. Who is Pig's soulmate? Pig's soulmate refers to the ideal compatibility. Okay, wait. Remember these three: rabbit, goat, and tiger. Okay?
Okay.
'Cause now I have to look up what year my husband was born and see if he was a rabbit, goat, or tiger. No, he is a water ox. We are a pig and a water ox. Not ideal, Amy. Not ideal at all. Okay, Amy, what are you?
I'm a rooster?
A rooster. Neither, what we both thought we were rats.
I know.
Neither one of us is rats.
Right. People born in the year of the rooster have a strong will and can stick to what they do and do not give up easily.
Wow. I mean, dead on.
They are diligent, capable, and competitive. At the same time, they have amazing endurance and great patience.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
However, the rooster people are a little vain and they often have unrealistic ideas. They are too confident. Oh my God. This is like, I can't believe this. In addition, roosters are too confident to accept other people's opinions and suggestions.
I mean, it seems hard to believe that every single person born in the 365 days has the same qualities, but so far, so good. I mean,
no
they're
notes.
getting us. No notes.
No notes. So yeah, so me, the rooster, and you, the pig, and the horses and the rats, we're all going to get ready to be more manifesting around mid-February. But if you don't want to hear that, I have somebody taking the other side of that for you.
Oh, please hit me.
Okay. So this is Stacey Durnan.
Not ready to start running around on the 17th.
She's a writer, and she just wrote a very funny Medium post about January is bad and February is also bad. So she said, don't make resolutions in January. Just don't do it. If anyone asks you what your resolutions are, quietly leave the room or punch them in the face. Whatever. Do not answer that question.
Quietly leave the room if you're a snake. Punch them in the face if you're a horse.
Right. Whatever, she says. Just don't do that. But then she says, don't make any resolutions in February either. That you need both of these months for rest and reflection. And Stacey Durnan suggests that as we enter February here, we're supposed to reflect on what we actually want, not what we think we want, or here, this one is for me, what we think we should want based on what other people would tell us. What do we actually want to do with our lives? And of course, because we're moms, how do we want our family life to be, right? You talk about this all the time, being intentional about setting, like, what are your family's values? And then look at what you're doing. Anyway, what do you really want for your life and the life of your kids and your family? And then what can you do this year that will help you get there? But we still have a month to think about it.
Well, yeah, we're not doing this until March, right?
You're doing this in February. So I'm inviting you with me to think about.
Only thinking.
We're going to reflect on what we actually want, not what we think we should want. And it doesn't mean I'm going to get it. It doesn't mean I'm going to run a marathon by December. It's like, I would like to be more healthy. And here are the steps that I'm going to take in this year of the horse to get closer to those things.
Just the pondering, though, because I cannot go against my major life tenet. Never make a major decision in February, but I can think about
You can reflect about
I
that.
can reflect, but I'm not changing anything about my life in February because I know myself and I know that in February, I'm like, I'm going to get a divorce, sell my children, and open a tiki bar in Key West.
And get bangs.
Just
Last night I was saying to my daughter, don't you think I should have bangs? And she was like,
no.
No.
She was like, no, it's the bangs time of year.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't
All
you
right.
think I should have bangs? No. Thank God for teenage daughters.
Let's take a break. And when we come back, let's talk about what we think we might actually think we want as we move into this new month of reflection. My favorite skincare products actually feel more like self-care, like they're so nice to put on and they smell so good that I'm actually happy when I get to that part of my day. And I swear that is how I feel about Osea's anti-aging body balm.
Amy, you are usually the lotions and potions queen on this podcast, but I have to say, hard agree.
Osea's anti-aging body balm is a liquid silk body balm that combines the lasting hydration of a lotion with the firming power of a serum, leaving skin smoother and firmer.
This body balm is clinically tested and designed to deliver visible results you can see and feel.
So we've gotten to use this product for a couple of months now, and I swear I have really noticed firmer and smoother skin, like on the back of my hands. It's like getting a mini spa treatment from head to toe.
Get a spring-worthy glow with clean, clinically tested skincare from Osea. And right now, we have a special discount just for our listeners.
Get 10% off your first order site-wide with code FRESH at OseaMalibu.com.
That's 10% off your first order with code FRESH at OSEAMalibu.com.
All my kids learned to swim when they were little. It was super important to me that they be confident and safe in the water. There was only one problem with that, taking them to swim lessons. I mean, the pools were freezing. There were always cranky adults doing laps right there. And it was definitely not, for any of us, what you would call fun.
Amy, heard. But now there's Goldfish Swim School. Goldfish takes a really thoughtful approach to swim lessons, combining research-based teaching with a warm, kid-friendly environment that actually helps kids thrive in the water.
Every detail at Goldfish is thoughtfully designed to create a golden experience, from shiver-free, warm indoor pools to comfy waiting areas for parents to professionally trained lifeguards on deck.
Goldfish uses an approach called the science of swim play, which combines guided play with proven teaching techniques to help kids learn to swim, build water safety skills, and gain confidence all at their own pace. Lessons are designed to meet kids exactly where they're at.
If you've been thinking about swim lessons or just wondering where to start, this is a great opportunity. Right now, Goldfish Swim School is offering a waived membership plus your child's first lesson free at participating locations.
Just visit goldfishswimschool.com/free to find a location near you and enroll using promo code FREE.
That's goldfishswimschool.com/free, promo code FREE.
And now, how we're doing on our New Year's resolutions.
From the What Fresh Hell podcast.
Get more rest.
Yeah, still trying to get my kids to agree to this one. So far, they are not on board.
Mommy is trying to nap.
Have more cheese every day.
Okay, technically I added this resolution January 6th in a moment of desperation, but on the plus side, this one is actually going really well.
Stop following celebrity gossip. It's such a waste of time.
Okay, but what if Travis and Taylor announce that they are getting married? I have to check that. This one was really fair.
Stop eating snacks in bed.
I have actually decided that bed snacking is an important part of my mental health care routine, so that resolution has been dropped.
No more yelling at my kids.
Listen, in my defense, how can they not be able to find one shoe every single day?
This has been How Our New Year's Resolutions Are Going
from the What Fresh Hell podcast.
One thing I want to say as we come back is that the longer I live, the more I notice that the calendar really informs a lot of behavior. Like the way that people have a hard time around the seasonal changes, the way that the light and darkness affects people, like the natural kind of ease and joyfulness of summer and the cranky hardness of winter. I always, thought like, I have SAD, seasonal affective disorder. It's like, yeah, everybody hates it when it gets cold. Move on. But knowing many more people with actual mental health diagnoses and watching and feeling it for myself, how the tide kind of goes in and out depending on the calendar is really interesting. Seasonal changes actually cause me a tremendous amount of physical anxiety, whether or not I have anything particularly wrong going on in my life. We're going to Finland. My sister-in-law is marrying a guy from Finland, and we've been talking a lot because we're going to go during the time where Finland is light 24 hours a day. But obviously, there's months of the year where Finland is dark 24 hours a day, right? Because they're so far north.
Yeah.
And it's statistically very clear that alcoholism and all sorts of problems affect people who live in climates where it's dark all the time. It's not just like, I'm light sensitive and therefore, it's like darkness and light and the seasons play very strong roles in our mental health in a way that I think can sound a little tweet when people discuss it.
Can sound facile. I just did a fresh take with Dr. Greg Hammer, so we'll link to that. It's in the very recent episodes, if you scroll through our feed, where we talked about the winter blues and how that can actually be seasonal affective disorder. And he explained some people have an actual disorder, but all of us could use some sunshine on our face. And we talked about sunlight. He didn't say this, but I think like the indoor lamps are good. They're better than nothing, but sunlight's better. And a sunny window in your house is good. And getting outside is even better. And that it really does affect your sleep. Your sleep can get disordered and your eating can get disordered.
You don't say, Amy. No idea what you could be talking about.
Yesterday, it was like, well, it's 5:02 and it's dark. So here comes the cheese plate and a little glass of wine for me. It's been a busy day of nothing. You know what I mean? I'm ready to okay, I'm done doing anything useful or interesting or that I enjoy. I'm just here to now consume TV because it's dark.
That's why I was getting like, oh my gosh, the kids only ever see me laying in bed. It's like, because I get in bed at 9 now because it's been dark for 4 hours and I've cooked a big meal and I'm done. And I'm cold. I mean, the house that I live in is drafty and I just feel like by 9 o'clock, I'm just ready to be cozy in my bed. I've been cold all day too.
Yeah. So part of this is like, that's fine. That is what this part of the year is telling you to do. And the idea that it's January and it's the time of new beginnings is a construct, man.
Yeah, babe.
It's just a construct.
Just that old Pope Greg getting us down, man.
But also like, okay, but I don't want to be. So I think this solves itself, right? As the days get longer, as there starts to be more sunlight, as it starts to be easier to come out of our rabbit holes and see other human beings, it will get better. But I still feel like right now I've realized like I'm at the age now where my kids can get where they need to get without me. There are days that I don't leave the house.
Yeah. As a baseline, it's great to say like January and February are not new beginnings. Hooray. We're going to the gym 6 times a week and eating clean and reading our 75 books that we promised ourselves. That's probably a mode where we're working against nature. But at the same time, the flip side is if it means that I'm sitting on my couch under a blanket, doom scrolling 12 hours a day and feeling, I mean, I was sick in the beginning of the year, but I was in bed probably 3 or 4 days straight. And by the end of it, I was so sore. I felt like someone had like hit me with a baseball bat. I just was, everything hurt from just laying down for 4 days.
Your disused limbs.
Oh my God, my desiccated legs. I was like, rah, like a baby giraffe. How do you walk again? And so, and it's also like the world has changed, right? I mean, if we were still living in agrarian societies, we would be working like 100 hours a week on the farm from, I don't know, March, let's say November, right? Like from planting to harvest.
Yep.
And the reason these blank months exist is because we are so tired. We've been doing it for 9 months and now we get 3 months of quieter rest, although we're like going down to the root cellar to like peel beets or whatever other things we have to do.
We're almost out of food. That's part of
we're really hungry. We have to stay still until we can plant something else. Exactly. And so in some ways, a lot of the ways that we live are working against natural rhythms now. You know, I mean, there's people who work the graveyard shift and there's people who work in hospitals overnight. Like we do not live in harmony with the calendar. It's kind of like farm to table restaurants. Like we're only sourcing ingredients from 100 miles around us because that's how it should be, right? You should be eating what is seasonal and blah, 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 which is great when you're at like, you know, Joe's artisanal farm shack. But a lot of us are just eating McDonald's, you know, like we are far removed from like the natural rhythms of the earth.
My kids' school tried to do that for a while. Like we're going to serve seasonal local stuff, very tweet. And it is a good idea, but like it was only apples and like only cucumbers. There was not very much available.
Yeah.
And the kids got a little bored, I think. It's a little limited. We don't have to pretend that we are living in an agrarian society where we don't have blueberries until July. You can have blueberries if you want, but
that's the rub a little bit. We live for real in the time and place where we live. So kind of pretending you can't unsqueeze this toothpaste of like, I'm sitting in front of a computer. I can basically do anything and eat anything that I want any time of the year. I can be outside all day because I have Gore-Tex coats or something. I don't have a Gore-Tex coat, but you know, like people have kind of overcome the calendar in a lot of ways.
That's a good point.
Which probably has its positives. But it's interesting, some of the kind of goo-goo movements, like, you know, people have grounding mats. Do you know what that is?
Is it like a infrared thing?
No, it's like an idea that you're supposed to have your feet on the ground as much as possible. Like being on the ground is very important.
Mm-hmm.
So then people sell like, it's like a mat that has some sort of cord that goes out to the ground or something. So then when you're standing in your house, you're still standing on the ground. I don't really understand it. But it's like, right, we don't spend enough time with our feet on the earth. I don't know if that's even a thing, but you know what I mean? I kind of get it.
I get it too.
But I don't think we need to buy a grounding mat to fix that. I think we just need to think about how our lives are structured. And if they are structured in opposition to the calendar because we live in modern times and we understand that, that's fine. But if they're structured very in opposition to the calendar, we should acknowledge that, like, I always feel really down at the beginning of, let's say, November, or whenever the light change happens. You know, we don't have to just strip everything away and go back to being like agrarian farmer people. But I do think an awareness of the rhythms of life can be really informative in terms of, you know, what's going on with us.
It's two sides of the same coin. I'm realizing as you're saying this, that like, yes, this is wintering. We're supposed to be hiding. You're a mammal. It's dark outside. Don't feel bad about that. On the other hand, I do have a nice warm coat that goes down to my knees that I bought for the sidelines of soccer games. And I can go march around in the park in that coat, and I am able to go outside, and I feel a little better when I do. So don't feel bad that you don't love being outside right now, but the cure for what ails you might be a little dose of that. You see what I mean?
Absolutely. And when things were stripped away during the pandemic, this is something we talked about, right? Like we talked about Danish babying all the time, which is the Danish leave their babies outside in the cold to take their naps. And that we were all talking about like getting out a lawn chair and putting on 6 blankets and sitting with our face in the sun for an hour a day, because we sense that with nowhere to go and nothing to do, we needed that time.
And don't you think we kind of haven't fully gone back? We still haven't gone back to the way we used to be.
No, but we've lost maybe some of the attention that we were putting on how to stay well.
Yeah.
That I think is really interesting. And it's just, I'm just thinking of it now. Like we just were like, okay, we don't have to Danish baby anymore because we can now go back to our job. And it's like, there was something calling you to find that sunshine and find that break. And it's like, we would joke, it's like you're refilling a solar battery, you know, but some idea of how to function correctly in different seasons. And that can be very metaphorical. Like, how do you function in a season of loss? How do you function in a season of inspiration? But it can also be very practical. Like, how do you function when it's dark from 4:30 at night till 7:30 in the morning?
Right. Well, the worst part of it is over in terms of the darkness.
Yes. We're heading into the light.
Yes. We are heading the right way. There is sunlight ahead. Around February 17th, all of this is going to lift, and you're just going to feel this need to take action. And even if you don't, you're going to probably feel a little better than you did on January 17th. And that's because of the world, not because you're a lazy person.
This was a super interesting topic. And I think the whole like never make a major life decision in February joke is very tied into this idea that you get whatever holidays in December. It's celebrations and light to fight off the darkness. And then January and February are both just like, it's cold, it's dark. It is there should be no calendar. It's like we're off the calendar. We're just on the unfriendly. We have stopped for 2 months on my son would kill me, but like the ice planet on Star Wars. There's nothing to do. It's just survival time.
But we do have a plan, you guys, which is like it's going to get a little lighter every day, and pretty soon it'll be spring. I think that's part of it too, that you feel like this is where I live. I live in this underground hole where nothing makes me happy and nothing will ever change. And it's just seasonal.
Just a season.
Well, I'm glad you found it helpful. It blew my mind that
I'll tell you, September, October, you got me with that one.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Amy's a wizard.
Right. That January is made up. I loved it. If you're not a subscriber of our channel on YouTube, What Fresh Hell Podcast, go to YouTube, search What Fresh Hell Podcast, hit the subscribe button, because it will help YouTube know that we have cool stuff that other parents and other women should see. Not everybody bothers with YouTube. I don't listen to my podcast on YouTube really, but a lot of people do. And you will help new listeners, especially younger listeners, find this show.
Woo woo! We love it. And you get to see our cute faces. I mean, what more could you ask?
Or not. You can turn it away. You turn the laptop away from you.
Who would do that? Don't be crazy, Amy. And with that, don't make any life decisions, guys. It's February.
No.
And we will talk to you next time.
Thanks, everybody.